So, Assalamualaikum and good day to each and everyone. I am Adam Standing, and today I will be going to discuss to you the two types of protest. So before I proceed in discussing kung ano nga ba ang dalawang types of protest, I will just give a short overview, no, kung ano nga ba ang protest, no, in a game, in a sports, no. So protest in a sports game, no, occur when a player or team disagrees with the referee's decision or believes that rule or a certain rule in the game has been incorrectly applied, no. Players can protest by challenging a call, disputing a point, or requesting a review of decision. So the process in a game, no, is aimed the process of protest in a game is aimed at ensuring fair play and upholding the rules of the game. So of course, no, there are generally no two types of the protest. So isa na dyan si eligibility and si rules of the game. So pang-una ay ang tinatawag na eligibility. Protest regarding eligibility shall be filed according to the procedures approved by the competition management team. So these protests, no, are related to a player's eligibility, no, to participate in the game. So if a team believes that an opposing player is not eligible to play due to a violation of the rules, no, they can file an eligibility protest following the procedures, no, set by the competition. Dahil iba-iba naman yung mga competition na meron tayo, no, iba-iba rin yung rules. So pero merong general rule book, no, na pina-follow. So pangalawa naman is yung rules of the game. Protest must be made by the playing captain prior to the next serve. So judgment is not a protestable situation, no. So a valid protest would be a rule that the coach, no, that a certain coach and playing captain feel the official has misapplied, no. So an example would be an erroneous number of partners on the court, or the official failing to enforce the number of substitutions, no, in a particular game. So if a valid protest, no, has been made and accepted by the first referee, no, the referee will get off and stand, no, and consult the book. So meron yan yung rule book, no, yun na yung binabanggit ko sa inyo na rules, no, general rules na meron sa isang game. So if after consulting the rule book, the playing captain still wants to protest, the referee one, no, will send a suitable representative to locate the competition manager. At this time, the scorekeeper, no, should record all pertinent facts for the match. Yung score, yung time of protest, yung substitutions used, time outs taken, and etc. No, the competition manager and or the chief referee will make a ruling on the protest. Now, if denied, player will begin immediately. So if the protest is upheld, the play in question will be played over and the problem corrected. No, these decisions are final. There is no appeal. No, the set will proceed immediately upon conclusion of a decision being made. So yung rules of the game, no, these protests involve challenging the application of the rules during the game, no. The playing captain can make a protest before the next serve, no, if they believe that a rule has been misapplied by the referee. For example, no, if there are too many players, no, yun na nga yung binanggit ko kanina, no, on the court. So ibig sabihin sa volleyball, for example, no, sobra sa anim, no, or if the substitutions have not been enforced correctly. So if the protest is valid and accepted by the referee, no, nung game, they will consult the rule book, no, yung meron sa rules nila. So the competition manager or chief referee will then make a final ruling sa protest na ni-raise, no, dun sa concern, no. If held, the play in question will be replayed, no, and if denied, the game will continue as usual. So ibig sabihin, kapag napatunayan na totoo, the game will be replayed, and if not naman, no, the game will continue. Kung tatanungin naman natin anong difference ng dalawa, well, the main difference between eligibility protests and the rules of the game protests in a badminton game lies in the nature of the issues being raised. So unang-una, eligibility protests. So yung focus nito, this protests revolve around the eligibility ng isang certain player, no, of to participate in the game. So whether it is soccer, whether it is a badminton, a volleyball, no? Concern naman itong eligibility is it is about whether a player meets the criteria set forth in the rules to play in the match. So, ibig sabihin, before the game pa lang, no? An eligibility protest could be filed if a team believes, no, that an opposing player, yung kalaban nila, is not qualified to play due to age, restriction status, or other eligibility criteria violations na meron sa isang competition game, no? So, pangalawa naman is yung rules of the game protest. So, yung focus nito is these protests are related to the correct application or interpretation of the rules of the game. So, ano nga ba yung concerns nito? It involves challenging the referee's decision on how the rules are being enforced during the match. So, ibig sabihin yung eligibility is before, no? Pwede rin during or after, no? But then, ito is during the match, no? Our rules of the game protest could be made if a team believes, no, that the referee has misapplied our rules, such as yung counting of points, no? Maaring yan, no? Incorrectly or not enforcing substitution rules properly. So, in summary, no, yung dalawang ito, eligibility protests are about qualifications of being a player in a certain game, while rules of the game protests are about the proper application of the rules, no, game rules by the officials or yung umpires natin, no. So, I hope, no, that you got something today, no. So, marami tayong mas matututunan on the next reporter. So, once again, I am Adam Estanding and thank you for listening.